computer and 3 screens.
Yeah, I see, exactly.
It helps, trust me.
It should be live now.
Hello.
Hey, John.
It's John.
What's up, Night Strike? Rick.
Not much. All right. Rick, take it away.
Okay. Now, why hasn't my chat come up on YouTube?
It's YouTube?
Did you activate it?
No, hang on. You got a point. You got a good point there.
It's in the settings to have this.
Oh, we got it. There you go. Amazing what we can do.
Rick, remember that what I said about the finer details?
Yeah. Here we go. Welcome to another live episode of Rick's Life as I See It. On this good Saturday afternoon, we got some good hot topics to go over here. I got some real hostile ones already, so I want to apologize for the last couple of weeks not being around much. I've been sick, but that's just the way life is, I'm afraid. Where I was going with this is, I got my Lee turret press. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
The precision reloader?
Yeah, I got that reloader. I got that working. So I'm going to do a video of it this week sometimes. Show you how I do it. I hope I'm doing it right.
Do you do Instagram?
Do what?
Do you do Instagram? I
got an Instagram account, but God knows how to use it.
But what I'm saying, if you've got a smartphone, you got an Instagram account, just snap a quick picture of some of the stuff you get and throw it on your Instagram account. Because most of the guys that will be following you on Instagram are probably going to be all here on gun channels anyways. And they love to see new stuff. Okay. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Okay, the first topic here, and this is one of the ones we've already been talking about, is I posted a video, I think it was today, my little rant on the NRA and the Republican Party, how they're pissing me off, not doing their stuff. I mean, the NRA claims that national reciprocity is their number one thing, but I don't see them doing anything. I really don't. And the Republicans, is the way I see it, aren't doing anything either. They got 207, I think as of today I looked, 207 co-sponsors.
No, is this the House bill or is this the Senate bill?
It's the House bill.
Okay, House.
But then the House bill, it passes the House, then it gets sent to the Senate, right?
Right.
Then the Senate has a bill, then they mix them all up and it all goes up to the president.
Right. So what is the number of votes they need right now?
218.
218. Right. They need that so it doesn't get vetoed. So they're almost there. That's what they're working on.
Hold on. No, President Trump is not going to veto, on national reciprocity because, if he does, people will go after him cutthroat because one of his campaign promises was we're going to get national reciprocity. If you watched his speeches, I did. I paid attention. I took notes.
Okay, but just like any politician, the NRA is probably trying to make sure that is not even a consideration at the time they're ready to go forth.
Yeah, but the real problem really isn't the House itself. The House, we have the House locked down pretty tight. What's the problem is what I was telling Rick, in the pre-show, the offline part. I was telling Rick that we don't have enough Republicans in the Senate. We have the majority, yes, but only by a small margin. We don't have enough to literally, just say denied to the Democrats in the Senate because we had to use the nuclear option to get Sessions, in as Attorney General. Okay.
Right.
And the fact that we had to use the nuclear option just to get appointees is a considerable problem because the Democrats have also been the people that are trying, to get rid of Trump, because of the whole they want to chase something that doesn't exist, like that Russia connection, which I haven't heard anything about that for, about a week. What, did they just drop that now because they couldn't find anything?
Yeah, basically.
No, they have to figure out something else to make up before they can go live with it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, John, you understand this logic, better than anyone else living in New York.
You're right about that.
Oh yeah,
but
where I was going with my thing was I heard a rumor that that even though he's Republican, our speaker is on the fence when it comes to guns. He's one of those I believe in the Second Amendment, but bad guys. That's what I heard. And the way I feel is the way that bill's been sitting there since January the 3rd or 4th, whenever they went back, because that was put in the first day the House came back after Christmas and the New Year. It's been sitting there doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Well, at that time, it only had, what, like 180, 190?
I know, but shouldn't he... and unfortunately, the whip, who's the guy who's meant to chase everybody up, is in hospital. He got shot.
No, they released him.
No, he's out. He already made a speech on the floor.
But he ain't doing his job because, he's recovering from being shot.
Yeah.
So, to me, I think the speaker or somebody else should step up and whip the rest of these 10 goddamn people we need to get this bill off the floor.
Well, that is a problem, and there's not a lot of information on. Well, there is, and there isn't. I mean, I don't know Paul Ryan's stance on guns. He may be one of those. I'm for the Second Amendment, but guys. But
that's what I heard. I don't know for true.
I don't know either, so I don't have enough information on him. But I did want to tie in the Russian thing real quick, because the factor that I don't see why they were trying to get rid of Trump. Okay, so they don't like Trump, but you get rid of Trump, they still have Mike Pence to deal with, and they can try and get rid of Pence, and if they had succeeded, that who would be president after Mike Pence, right?
Yeah,
Paul Ryan.
Yeah.
So. And the list goes on. I mean, it'll go to
okay.
There is an actual line of succession in case the president and the vice president get taken out, whether it's politically or if it's done via attack. Okay, there is a line of succession, and the funny thing is, most of that line are all Republicans right now, so I don't see why they wanted to do that. But anyways, getting back to this, Paul Ryan may be anti-gun. Maybe just slightly, but what the real problem, as I was telling you before, was they don't have they may have enough votes in the House, but once that bill goes through a vote and gets out of the House, the problem we run into is the Senate, where the Democrats they don't have as much power as the Republicans, but they have enough power to send that to a committee, either run by a chairman that is Democrat, or sent to a committee that has a Democrat majority instead of a Republican majority in that committee, and they'll sit on that bill for an indefinite amount of time and never go over it.
Yeah.
So, because that's just how our government works, it has to go through a commit. Sometimes they just vote on bills and bills get passed. Period. Sometimes they send them to committees. Most of the time, they send them to committees, and they go over them whenever the fuck they feel like. I doubt they ever go through every bill in a committee, in order that they're sent. I fucking doubt it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just getting so frustrated. I mean, I don't know the rest of that rant I was going on about. Like, when my little trip to Indiana, it's like a different world out of the Northeast. I mean, I was wearing concealed, but my relatives knew I had it, and
they didn't care.
They didn't care. Nobody down there cared. You know what I'm saying? And it's well, where I was going with this, like this national reciprocity, it takes me about 4 permits just to get out of New England. because nobody recognizes each other up here.
How many permits do you got? What states do you have?
I got 7. I'm in the process of getting my 8th one.
Have you gotten Virginia yet?
Yes, I got Virginia, Florida, Utah, Maine. Even though they've gone constitutional, I get their reciprocity by getting their license. Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut.
But those are all non-resident permits, right?
Rhode Island is my own resident one, yeah. But that gives me I get nearly, the only states I don't have near me is New York, Pennsylvania. Of course, then there's New Jersey, but you can always drive around New Jersey.
I would recommend it.
You know, New York, I can get through New York, by doing the lock in the trunk thing. Pennsylvania, I can get Pennsylvania by getting a non-resident New Hampshire, I think it is, and that's what I'm going for now.
Yeah. But remember, if you come down south, I mean, you'll have just as much freedom down south. But I will tell you, even with every single permit you have, you're not legal in South Carolina. But the cool thing is, you don't need to have a permit if you're just traveling through. You can just throw it in your glove box because Castle Doctrine extends to your car.
Yeah. So
I know. You're cool. You're cool there. I mean, I do it all the time. I don't carry a gun with me because I don't have a concealed carry permit here in South Carolina. But the issue is, I do just throw it in my glove box, and you know what? That's safe enough for me. Because I don't normally go to very populated areas where I could get mugged or something.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. But I'm saying if I went to somewhere, like for argument, if I moved to Indiana and got a resident Indiana permit, that I bet you that covers nearly almost every state around me except for Illinois.
New York.
Illinois,
New York, New Jersey, and California.
What I'm saying is the states next to me, I bet you it covers them. Like Kentucky, Tennessee, and all that.
I think Kentucky has open carry.
Well, where I'm going with is to get out of Rhode Island, I got to get a Connecticut and a Massachusetts just to get out of my state.
Yeah.
How long has South Carolina been working on something as far as reciprocity goes?
They have. They've been trying to get their own national reciprocity thing done where they have reciprocity with everyone else that has reciprocity with them. But the problem is South Carolina there's a lot of while there's not as many now, but there have been in the past a lot of rhinos where they say they're Republicans and they say they're for the Second Amendment, but then you get that but clause after that. And that really means that they're a rhino and not really a Republican.
That sucks.
And it,
Yeah. Oh, just read. Anybody read Sean's little thing in the Gun Channel's chat?
No, what'd he say?
Oh, he was on about we're talking politics. He was on about like John McCain. He's only got a few months left, so he goes, as he says there, as he's dying, he'll come up with a health care plan, and everybody will vote for it and call it the John McCain Memorial Health Care. Hey, I shouldn't laugh, but I can see it happening.
Well, like you said, the bill will be a hollow shell.
I shouldn't laugh at something like that, but I can see it happening the way things are going right now. And and this new guy, Trump's got in the White House there. Because he drops the H-bomb every now and then. Big goddamn deal. I do it all the time, too. They make it, but then again, it's to try to make something out of nothing. Turn every little thing just to try to distract the country. And what happens is nothing gets done. So they are winning in that sense.
I know. I'm telling you.
But
the problem is because they have, as I told you before, because the Democrats still have a foothold in a lot of the committees that these laws get sent to in the Senate. Some of the Democrats are still chairmen of some of these committees. Some of them are still, there's still more. Some of them have more Democrats in some of these committees than Republicans, or it might be an equal split. And because of that, we may not be able to get anything done until we can gut some of those committees.
Yeah.
Because what, you know why we're not passing as many laws right now? It's because of all those damn committees. They want to argue. Those Democrats want their way because they have to make decisions based on how they feel instead of make decisions on how the government is supposed to be run and the Constitution.
On reality. Yeah.
And reality.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. But in the meantime, we sit here, looking at this, wondering what's going on. This ain't the way it's meant to be.
I'm ready to get a picket sign and go to Washington and just stand out there with a picket sign saying, start fucking working.
Well, that's what I was trying to say in my rant there. I know it's not as simple as I try to make it out to be. I know that, but there's got to be something. I tell you what, I even called up the White House, and they actually got through to somebody. I know it was a switchboard.
Yeah.
But I got through to him. I said, I know he can't make the law, but tell the president to put a fire up their ass to get get things going, for Christ's sakes.
Well, Rick, you're originally from England, so I'm going to have to ask you this. Okay. Yeah, things are going slow right now, but how slow is Parliament?
Oh, Parliament. Oh, it's terrible.
Okay. So what I'm going to tell you is, our government is still 10 times faster than England's, period.
Yeah, but I ain't living in England.
Not anymore, at least.
But I've always claimed to be an American, even when I lived in England. I never voted when I was in England because I never signed up for that or anything.
You didn't keep dual citizenship?
Well, no, I am. Well, yes and no. I cannot get a British passport anymore. So I'm not a citizen, but I'm still a subject. Or is it the other way around?
I think it's the other way around. In order to be a subject, you have to be a citizen.
Well, I'm one or the other because I can go. Like if I go over there and I try to get into the country and I have nothing but my British birth certificate on me, they have to let me in because I was born there.
Yeah.
Even though I don't have a passport, they have to let me in. But
until they change their laws.
Yeah. I always stuck to my American citizenship, basically because I worked for the U.S. government. Even though back then, I don't know what it's like now, but back then when I first started with the government, is they didn't like you having dual nationality because if you claimed dual nationality, they wouldn't let you, if you hired on in England, like I did, they wouldn't let you have base privileges to shop on base. Because they're saying, well, you're British, you use the British stuff. So that's why I never claimed it before I could shop on base. I know it sounds stupid, but at the time, I was a drinker and a smoker. And I needed that cheap shit,
It adds up when you can get it. Why not?
Oh, yeah.
But my point was, as slow as they're going right now, it's still 10 times faster than what you left.
Yeah.
So, I know we got off track there, but I just wanted to make that correlation because, our ancestors and our founding fathers went and fought England and the royalty to create a country of their own, where no man is subject to another man
or woman,
or woman. Well, that came later.
Yeah.
But that's my point. What was it? We choose these things to be self-evident that all men are created equal.
But I understand. But it seems the government has got so big now, we're getting mired down in this shit.
Just politics.
Where we're getting mired down is we're getting mired down in politics, and more than just politics, we're also getting mired down in bureaucracy. But
Exactly.
don't fool yourself into thinking the bureaucracy is only in the United States government. It's in every fucking government of the world.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But some governments, the bureaucracy is more poisonous.
It's more evident. That's what you mean.
Yeah, that too.
So
Yeah.
I understand your frustration, and I agree with you. Things are going slow, but I mean, we can't give up now after we just got the presidency.
I know, but what scares me is, right? They go away for their summer break.
Mm-hmm.
They come back, and to me, they're not going to worry about what's on the floor. They're already thinking, "Oh God, 218's coming."
No, really?
We got to start thinking about the re-elections.
Yeah, I know.
And so we've wasted this whole goddamn year. That's what it feels like.
It feels like it. But as I said, it may be that they actually did put in bills, and then those Democrats that are still in, certain positions in the Senate have thrown everything to committees where they can just let them stew forever.
Yeah.
Indefinitely.
It's not like it's a new tactic for them.
No, it's an old tactic. They've been using this for like however many years the nation has had a Senate and House.
Oh yeah, I mean even local state governments and stuff do it.
They do it because all their governments, all the locals, all the state governments are based loosely on the national government.
Yeah, yeah. So I understand that. I guess it's because there's bills in there that we care about. You haven't heard me mention anything else except for Second Amendment bills. There must be other kind of bills sitting in there that somebody else is worried about.
We're only focusing on the Second Amendment because that's all that's important and matters to us. But there are a lot of bills that get put forth in there and get sent to committees as well. Like, there's even there's fight for the healthcare stuff. There's fight for better security in our country. I think they're working on getting the National Defense Authorization Act, finished and voted on so that they can get that through, so we can get all those nice used 1911s from the government that are just sitting in warehouses that we're paying $200,000 a year on for each warehouse to store the damn things.
I thought they've already agreed on that.
Well, they did that in the House. I don't know if they've done it with the Senate yet.
Okay. So you didn't get a final decision?
No, it only passed one leg. It's got to pass both legs in order to get to the president. And you know how Democrats are. Oh, we need to discuss this in a committee and then never talk about it again. So, but we're talking how politics work, and that's how it works. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, Trump. I mean, what gets me is Trump's doing what he said he was going to do. I mean, what they were saying yesterday, like illegal immigration is down 78% and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, so they don't want to come here now that we don't want them.
No, he's doing everything he can do as being president.
Yeah.
I think if he could go to the House and grab that bill and take it back to the Oval Office and sign it, he would. But it doesn't work that way, unfortunately.
No, it doesn't.
Can he do a executive order?
Well,
that's the responsibility.
He can, but I'm still waiting for him to rescind the executive order that gets rid of Obama banning the South Korean M1 Garans from reimportation. He hadn't rescinded that.
Yeah, I was reading somewhere they're working on. They found a whole bunch of 1911s sitting over in Europe somewhere.
Yeah,
they want to import back in here.
Well, they can probably do it. They can probably do it as long as they're not like if it's Germany, they can probably get it back to the United States. If it's Italy, they can get it back to the United States. Anywhere else in Europe, it might be a hard battle because of just how truly screwed over we were by the importation bans from Clinton, the ones from Obama even too.
Yeah.
Not all of those have been rescinded. Some of them have sunsetted, but not all of them.
You think the NRA is working on some of that?
Hell no.
No. I mean, the NRA does what it has to do, but I mean, to me, I mean, I always gone against what I still believe they helped with this past election in some of those swing states. I really do.
I think so too.
Even though Yankee Marshall doesn't think so, but
well, remember,
that's why I called him an ass, and he did, and I don't listen to him anymore.
Well, remember, Yankee's a dirty liberal. What do we care? He thinks.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just using him as an example because he's got a big following.
You're just trying to get us subscribers.
Like this last thing with DC, right? Where they overturned it, where they can't do May issues not legal in it, however they worded it.
Yeah,
which is big. Which is big, but the NRA is trying to take claim for it.
Yeah, no, that was the Second Amendment Foundation.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this right now. If we don't see the NRA doing something within the next year, I know this year is pretty much done and over with almost. But if we don't see them do anything by next year, it's time to start supporting some of these other groups. And we should probably be supporting all of them anyways. But the issue is not everyone has enough money to be join every group a year. Because
right. I mean, I belong to the Rhode Island Association. It's my local state. That's about it. But you said it comes to money.
Yeah. So, but I'm going to say this: the Gun Owners of America, or the Gun Owners Association of America, those are the ones. The GOA. You should be a member of the GOA. You should be a member of the Second Amendment Foundation because they're the one that got that DC decision. Whether it helps or not, that's another story. But the issue is they got something done this year.
Yeah, but what they said is more like what happened. It's going to cause it to go to Supreme Court because you got the Ninth Circuit over there on the West Coast,
and the Ninth Circuit is corrupt.
I know, but their decision is opposite to what this one is. So you got two, courts there.
The Ninth Circuit Court's decisions are always opposite anything in common sense.
Yeah, but I'm just saying what I heard, what I've been reading, because they're two opposite ones. In the sort of like this, because that's the courts just below Supreme Court, right?
Right.
Yeah. Right. You've got two opposite ones. The Supreme Court might take it on to come up with a, definitive answer, which would be good, I think. And yeah, the Ninth Circuit over there. I mean, that is. I mean, that's a total. Normally, everything that goes through them, when it's done, the first time when it's done by the 3-judge panel, it normally comes out great for the Second Amendment. Then somebody goes, hold on a minute. Then they get the all 12 hooked up and do that, whatever they call it when they have to call all 12 together, and they reverse it. Then it sits for a while and goes to Supreme Court, then it gets reversed again.
Well, that's because the Supreme Court has common sense, and they see what the 9th district and what governors like the one in Massachusetts are doing, which is making up their own laws, which go against the Constitution.
Yeah.
The problem is we need more judges and justices that follow the Constitution. Yeah, it's nice that you follow these other laws that were made by the Senate and House before and got put into place. But the issue is, if you don't make decisions based on the country's founding document, what use is having a country's founding document in the first place?
Exactly. And then who God knows what you're basing your decisions on other than quote unquote feelings.
Feels good.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, so we understand your frustration, Rick. We do.
I'm right there with you, Rick, but I'm giving them, until next year to do something, because honestly, you have to realize it's going to be hard. It's always going to be hard for a president or even, a party when they get when they get the majority in the first year. It's going to be hard because there's still going to be a lot of pushback from the other side. And we're seeing that right now all across the board. You know, they're trying to distract us with the whole Russia collusion thing. They're trying to go on about trying to distract us also with, you know, trying to push back against the healthcare bill. You know, they're doing everything everywhere. So it's not just it's not just the factor that the Republicans aren't doing enough. They probably could do more. I'll give you that. But, you know, I'm not saying that they're not giving a good try.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just want to go. Sometimes I just want to go there and slap them beside the head.
Well, you're not alone.
You're not alone, and you wouldn't be the first to say that either.
Yeah. Oh, I think I mentioned it in my thing. I even called up Paul Ryan's voicemail. Last week. And he goes to voicemail. You know, you can either listen to his BS he wants to talk to you about, or you can leave a message. So I left a message. For 4 days, I left the same message about, you know, national reciprocity. Since that, the 5th day up until yesterday, it says mailbox is full.
Oh, that's going, Rick. Now nobody can get through.
Yeah, exactly.
No one can get through. It's all your fault, Rick.
Now, whether he's
your fault.
Whether he shut it off, they're not listening to him because it is full.
No, he's not deleting them. That's what it is.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Or his assistant, or whoever's responsible for it.
Yeah, has he got anybody responsible to listen to it? You know.
Well, they're always staffers that are not off during the summer when their bosses are.
You also have to realize that a lot of the aides, basically, they hear the messages and they basically take notes and write it down for him to go to address.
Oh yeah.
So that's standard business / secretarial work. Period.
Yeah. I mean, every time I call, I don't expect to speak to him in person. You know, I know I'm going to get either a voicemail or a switchboard operator. You know, as long as but that's what I'm saying is that's what I do. I call up. I do my little thing. I call up and do this kind of stuff. If I'm feeling lazy, I'll take a normal NRA form letter, copy and paste it. Might do a little tweaking to it, and I'll send it to everybody in the house and send it. You know,
yeah.
I figured numbers got to count for something.
Clay says, sounds like your number got blocked.
I wouldn't be surprised. He is that kind of asshole that would do something like that. Remember, he's a politician.
I'm surprised the guys in the black suits ain't around to check me out yet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. Oh, well. That's what it is. Anything else happening, guys?
Well, we pretty much ran that one to the ground. What were we also talking?
Oh yeah, we got it. We
knocked that out of the park.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah,
we did.
So, well, you got the list. What's else on your list?
My list was mainly all about me pissing and moaning about that.
Oh, come on! I know you got something you've been holding back.
I was reloading the other day on this machine here, and I'm using this. I don't know if I like this feeder for the primers. You know, because you press it against the thing and it drops one in there, and you drop it down and it puts it in, and you. Anyway, once you got that done, you go to the next one, and you put powder in. For some reason, when I go up to the powder, put the powder in, I got the powder measurer fixed, but the casing gets stuck. It's like I really got to sort of yank the handle a couple of times to get the brass back out.
Yeah, I've seen people do the videos on that, and it seems like everybody has to yank it 1 or 2 times.
Oh, and that's normal?
That's what I've seen.
Okay.
How about you, Night Strike?
Yeah, I heard there's some sort of
Maybe I need to
lube.
put more lube on it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna mention. Maybe you should use a little bit more lube, or it could be a case where maybe you're not forming the cases right, or you're not forming them enough, or using enough lube when you're forming them.
Yeah, yeah. But I have noticed the faster I go, the easier it is.
Yeah.
If I jam it up there and pull it back real fast, it works. If I go up slow and then try to pull it out slow, is when it gets stuck.
Well,
maybe but remember, don't use too much lubrication. Just use just enough.
Yeah.
But don't use too little, because if you use too little, you will tear up your equipment.
Yeah. Then I was having this discussion the other day about leaving the powder out or putting it away. The thing is, the consensus I got was you put the powder away, because it's only sitting in that little red thing on top, and powder is susceptible to light. So
yeah, Clay is saying out there on the gun channel side is your powder drop flare die can be adjusted to minimal flare, so you might want to look at that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's some good advice, Clay.
Okay. All right. I have to look at that. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. So that's it. And what else have I got going on?
So I heard you've not been feeling well.
Oh no.
Are you feeling healthy now?
Oh yeah, I'm a lot better than I was. It's just that what I got a skin infection in my legs.
Oh, that's not good.
Was it cellulitis? Whatever you pronounce it.
Cellulitis.
Is that what it is? Yeah. Yeah. God knows how I got it, but I got it. And I said for a week I was in and out of hospital every day.
Yeah,
they wanted me to stay in, and I refused. So I would go up there and spend the day up there, having antibiotic infusions.
Did they give you any cream for that? Because that can be very dangerous and very painful.
Yes, they gave me some cream.
Okay.
So I'm attacking it from the inside and the outside. I mean, it's almost gone now. That's what I'm saying. I'm feeling a lot better.
Well, it's not gone. Once you have it, you have it. But as long as you're treating it and taking care
of it.
I
mean, once you got it for life, basically.
Yeah.
But but the flare. Put it this way, the flare-up's gone down.
Okay.
And the flare-up's almost gone.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Once it's gone, that's where I need to keep it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're feeling better.
Oh yeah. So I haven't been shooting or anything, because I just haven't felt like it. I mean, I have, as you know, because of my hip and my arthritis in my back, I had trouble walking anyway. So I mean, with that on my legs, man, I didn't feel not walking. I didn't even feel like standing. So I haven't done anything.
And with the pain of the cellulitis, it's even harder to walk.
But I did clean my guns. I sat here and cleaned my guns. They weren't dirty, but I went and cleaned them anyway. I pulled out my little, actually the other night, because I couldn't sleep. It was about 2 o'clock in the morning. I come out here and put the TV on. I don't know what the hell I was watching, but pulled out my cleaning kit, and I cleaned my my M&P 1522. I haven't shot that thing in months, but I cleaned it anyway. Didn't need it, but give me something to do in the wee hours of the morning.
At least now you know your firearms will be ready to go to the range with you when you were.
Oh yeah. The discussion we had last week. What was this? Were you here last week, John?
Yeah.
Or discussion, what was it? Guns in your safe. You keep them loaded or unloaded.
Oh, Night Strike wasn't here.
I
was talking about that this morning on Caliber Corner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, how people store their firearms, with how they secure them in their safe or cabinet or whatever, what they use for a cabinet, what brands they use. Yeah, we went over all of that
Oh
this
yeah.
morning because, you know, I was trying to go with the topic that Travis P11, who normally hosts Caliber Corner, would go over, and I wasn't trying to be the normal hit or miss. I'll just make something up as I go along. You know, I was actually trying to be constructive. Figure that one out. I don't know who I am.
I don't either.
What was the consensus as far as how people store their firearms?
Everybody, the consensus is everybody uses some form, with the exception of AWAC. Everybody uses some form of cabinet, security cabinet, or gun safe.
Okay. Loaded, unloaded.
So some of them can. Well, that's the thing. Some of them keep them loaded. Some of them keep them unloaded. Some of them do a bit of both. You know, it depends on the person.
Right, like we were discussing last week. You could have your magazines loaded, but not in the firearm and so on.
Yeah, well, no, you can have your magazines loaded, but not have one in the chamber. I mean, I don't see any problem with that because when you take it out, that just means you have to charge it.
Right.
I mean, if you remember to do that, you're golden. Granted, I will agree that in the heat of the moment, some people may not, remember that, but it doesn't hurt to do it. Doesn't hurt to charge it again, anyways. So, but I personally, I have a security cabinet. I don't have a gun safe per se, because I could only afford a security cabinet, and I have trigger locks on all my firearms, whether I have them loaded or not. I have trigger locks on all my firearms in my security cabinet. Yeah, I know trigger locks aren't going to help.
Moon uses efficient condoms at least.
Right. Well, Moon is the CZ expert, so I don't doubt Moon's genius.
And he has a shark guarding the Glocks.
Right. And I'm sure he has a barracuda in the bathtub.
Oh, that's sweet. What's he protecting in the bathtub, though?
What in the hell? Now, why in the hell? I must have missed something here. I use a fish tank and condoms. That's Moon in the chat.
He puts the gun in condoms and ties them up so there no water gets in there, and throws them in the fish tank.
Oh.
To hide them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Work for some, I guess.
I mean,
I had better use for my condoms, but
yeah.
Well, I don't think this is that kind of show to be talking about.
It's not.
Let's keep it Let's keep it at least PG-13, okay? Because otherwise, G-Webs will yell at us. What kind of material you're putting on your shows? We've got a little overboard on match chats before, and G-Webs gotten a little angry at it.
Oh yeah.
Why? What happened?
Yeah. There's also the fact that Flippy was looking at porn one time and she screen shared it, and G-Webs yelled at Flippy. Are you serious? Yes, I'm serious.
Are you serious? Holy crap! That's funny.
G-Webs yelled at him.
There's always time for that. Why does it have to be when you're live online?
I wasn't there. I'd come in after the fact, and someone was like, "Night Strike, Flippy was sharing porn," and G-Webs yelled at him, and I just had a good laugh. I mean,
that's too funny.
He did that in a lobby.
Oh boy.
What we got here? Oh yeah. Store my guns and Clay goes, newsflash. Moon is a nut job troll.
Yeah. Newsflash. Newsflash. Shit. What's going on? All right. Okay. Newsflash. Moon is also a CZ nut. He's always telling me to go and buy a CZ. So, I think I may go and see if I can get one of those Israeli CZs.
Oh, yeah?
How much are they going for?
I think they're going around, $250, $300.
Really?
Yeah.
Are those the ones that come with the holster and the 2 extra clips and all that?
I'm not sure if those are the ones, or those are the European copies.
You see, read that in the YouTube chat. Patrick said in Texas, your gun is loaded if a mag is in. It doesn't matter if it's chambered or not. Class is loaded.
Well, that may be true. I just hope they're talking about the right gun.
Yeah. Yeah. But you know, the reason I brought that up a couple of weeks ago was I was watching a James Yeager video. He was you know, going on about his new Liberty safe he got, and he goes, "Well, every gun should be fully loaded and ready to use
and protected by Liberty."
My question was why. You know, I mean, as you said, I got some of them, not all of them, but there's 2 or 3 guns in there that had the magazines in them that you know, there's nothing in the chamber. I figured that, you know, for some reason that I'm not carrying. I know I carry at home as well. You know, to be honest with you, today I don't have it on me. But today would be like I don't have it on me. Is if somebody came in, I can go to my. I got a gun cabinet behind me, and I got a little safe in the bedroom, and I got a gun in the safe that's loaded, and I got a couple back here that are loaded, just in case I need to grab one.
But how safe are you?
I don't know.
I'm sorry, it was a bad joke, but I had to say.
I got my NAA little 22 Magnum here.
Oh, that's so cute.
It stays on my desk.
It's so cute. It's bite size even.
Yeah.
I think those things really are adorable.
Hey, for a 22 Magnum, it's got a hell of a kick to it, I tell you. Yeah, that normally, actually, I carried that in my pockets through New York and Pennsylvania. I took a gamble. I put the big boy away, but I kept that in my pocket. I figured they might just think it's a toy.
Living dangerously, huh?
Living dangerously indeed if you went through New York with that.
Hell yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
You know, I'm surprised you're still on this side of the bars.
Yeah, I didn't get stuck.
What's your guys' opinion of having a 1 or 2 gun safe with the fingerprints or the electrical combinations where you just put your hand on it or just press a couple of buttons and the door opens up top?
I mean, like, to me, I think that's a good idea. Personally.
I don't like those fingerprint safes.
Why?
You've seen those? Well, because the technology is not sophisticated enough to detect an actual fingerprint or a faked fingerprint. Because
So
someone could it's detecting your fingerprint, but it's not detecting whether it's actually you that's actually putting the finger on there. It's just detecting the print.
Oh, so it's just like, any finger will do the trick.
So if you mask a finger with your fingerprint and it accepts, then yeah, it'll open anyways. That's the downside of those kind of safes, and I would not recommend them.
Right. I pretty much have watched people talk about the electric ones, the fingerprint ones, the key ones, and pretty much I've seen a handful of just the bad things to say about them where they malfunction.
I got one of those little hand safes. Mine's a combination lock, and I have it in my truck under my seat.
Right.
Or like if I got to run into the post office, you know, technically you're not even meant to have it on post office grounds, but hey, be thankful I'm not wearing it in there.
Now, how easily accessible is that?
Under my seat? Oh, see now I don't have mine bolted down. I have it. You know the straps it comes with.
Oh, the wire.
Yeah, I had that all wired around my actual seat frame.
Okay.
So you zip tied it.
Yeah, basically. It slides out just enough for me to open it put the gun in there and shut it. And
now, what if you have to react quickly and get it out? Is it
well,
easy with that combination?
Either I got a couple of bullets in me,
Oh, God forbid.
or I got to it in time.
Well, I hope you get to it in time.
To get to quickly. I mean, I wouldn't use it for that. I mean, I only store it in there in case some dumbass kid tries to break into my truck,
Right.
I mean, if somebody's going to break into it, they're going to break into that safe too. It's just keeping the honest person honest, really. Plus, I'm trying to protect myself. Say a cop comes along and says, you're not meant to have a gun on government property. I'm going to say, well, at least it's locked up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, do they always mean having a gun on government property on you or your vehicle?
Well,
depends on the state. Because in the state, your vehicle is in some states your vehicle is your castle doctrine extends to your vehicle. In some states, it does not. So it really depends on the state.
Now, like here in Rhode Island, it states that you cannot use the post office. You cannot have a gun on post office property, and the parking lot is post office property.
But the car is not.
I know it's a gray area.
It's a gray area.
That's why I use that safe.
Okay.
Because I haven't got a definite answer for that one yet.
Yeah, if you have it in that safe, you would be covered. Wouldn't you be covered under the Firearm Owners Protection Act? Then
that's what I'm using it for.
Okay, so
yeah.
So it's not a loophole really. It's just you're trying to stay within the confines of the law and using the law to your advantage.
Yeah. So it's not there for quick access there, John. It's just there,
right.
But as soon as I get out of the post office, and what I'll do is I'll slip it out of the safe and put it back in my holster as I'm jumping into the Jeep.
Okay. I wonder if they make a safe for the glove compartment box, so you don't have to worry about locking up the glove compartment box.
Oh, they do.
Box.
The
box you actually secure inside the glove compartment.
Yeah, but the issue is they're expensive, and for me, I just use the glove box because it's already got a lock on it.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, what I would love to get though is I got a center console, right, on my pickup truck.
Right.
Open it up. My MP 45 fits in there beautiful. And
it secures, it locks.
But the problem is it don't lock.
Oh, so you're just using it as concealed and.
No, well, I don't really. I've only used it a couple of times, like when I was driving, across Ohio. The damn thing was starting to dig into my side, so I pulled it out and stuck it in there while I was driving. But besides that, if I had a lock on it, I would use it. I think I would use it more than the safe under the seat because it's nice and convenient right there.
Yeah. Clay said on the gun channel side, no guns in post office. Moving along. Yes, no guns in post office.
No guns.
If you're carrying, if you're in a state where your car extends the castle doctrine, put in your glove box. If you're in a state where it's a gray area, put it in your safe in your car. Don't try and thinking that you're smarter than the law, because the law will smack you down when you do.
No doubt about that.
Yeah.
Sorry to jump in there, Rick. I just saw that and we had to say something.
So what's this on YouTube? Patrick?
No, it's on gun channel side.
Oh, I know, but I'm looking at YouTube right now. So Night Strike, you're saying we need a recta scanner or positive ID on these safes then?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm just not sure about the fingerprint scanners.
There you go. I tell you what, since Matt's moving, ask him to deliver his safe to you.
Ha! He's going in the opposite direction.
So the last thing he needs is 2,000 extra pounds on his back. to go.
And when I go to visit my cousin in Boise for a wedding, I don't know if I'm going to drive 5 hours across the state just to visit Matt. I'll tell you that.
Is that how
You
that's
could bring him. You could
Yeah,
bring.
if he moves to Idaho Falls, it's on the one side of it's on the eastern side of Idaho, and it's a 5 hour drive to the western side where Boise is.
Okay.
You could deliver him his safe.
He's not bringing his safe with him.
Right, you can deliver it for him.
No, I am not doing that. I'm not going down to Brownsville, Texas, just to get a safe.
Well, tell him to ship it up to where he's going, and you'll go pick it up.
Yeah, shipping will cost him $8,000 or something.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I don't want Matt's safe. It's a nice safe, but if I'm gonna get a safe, I'm gonna get my own.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I've actually, I know it's not the greatest of brands, but I've actually been looking at a couple of Winchester safes that look pretty nice in my area.
Yeah.
From my local Tractor Supply, they sell really nice Winchester safes. I've been thinking about getting one of those instead of, while still having the stack-on security cabinet, the gun cabinet. But the issue is, I was thinking about getting a Winchester safe because, they're really nice. At least from what I've seen.
Yeah, but it goes back to what I'm saying. If you have a real thief coming in, most safes are getting into. Yeah.
Well, yeah. That's the thing. Depending on how determined the criminal is and how prepared they are, if they have a pair of plasma cutters or a welder on them, or if they've got like a grinder on them, they're gonna get into your safe whether you want them to or not.
Yeah.
Well,
it just depends on how long you're gone and how long the time between you get home and they have to break into it. That's the question.
So why don't you just invite the fake thieves, not the real ones?
I don't want to invite any thieves to my house.
This is true.
I mean, John, the crime's worse over there. On a given day, how many thieves would you say you invite over to your house?
I don't know anybody here. Why the hell would I invite anybody?
Hey, when his relatives show up, he's got thieves in his house.
Ooh, different kind of thieves. They're only raiding your fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm always cooking something, so they'll be able to steal plenty.
Yeah. Oh man, we definitely killed it this afternoon. I tell you, we got the world sorted out. Yeah. And we no G Webs, no Smith. We done quite well.
G Webs went to the show.
G Webs went to TriggerCon.
Yeah.
No, he went to what the hell did he call it before? Some kind of outside mall or something.
Oh, right. No, Gio's went to the swap meet today.
Oh yeah, swap meet.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was thinking he had taken the van up to TriggerCon, but I don't think he. I
saw a white van over there. Maybe that was his.
I've been out of the picture for a couple of weeks. Now, is this his old van he's got fixed, or did he buy?
No. With the Kickstarter that he did, he was I don't know what happened, but apparently he was able to get enough scratch to buy a new van.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Nice.
I have no problem with that myself.
He had enough money to take care of everything and get a new van. And I support the getting of a new van. And he took everything out of the old van and put it in the new one. The new one is better because it has air conditioning.
Well, there you go.
Nice.
So he doesn't have to roll the windows down for the dog anymore.
Is that the one that he did with the insulation, or you got a new van?
No, that's the one that he did as the insulation right now.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
the one with the fans.
The van you're seeing on Gear Website's YouTube channel, because he's doing it all. He's doing all the stuff. All the updates on the new van on that channel. So check that out. He has done a hell of a job with that. And I was talking with him the other day because I saw one of his videos on how he's doing his electrical system, and he's saying he's got a standard car battery there, but the issue is the car battery is, it's too big, and he's not sure how well it's gonna recharge. And I told him, well, then he needs to do what every other person that gets solar or that recharges batteries for their electrical system in their covert camper is they use rechargeable golf cart batteries because they're smaller in size than a standard car battery, and they're meant for lots of recharging and discharging energy.
Yeah. What channel is he doing this on?
He's doing it on the Gear Websites channel.
All right, I have to check it out. I said I haven't hardly watched anything for 2 weeks. I just, I haven't been on, so
yeah. Well, you've been busy getting over that stint of yours, so it's all right.
Yeah, so I have to check that out. So when are our playing cards coming then?
They're coming in. That's all I can tell you. I think
frame because I the poster coming too.
I think G-Web's contacted Flippy because Flippy's either Flippy's company or Flippy knows a company that makes them here in the United States other than that one company that does all the regular playing cards.
Yeah.
So they're working on that.
Okay.
So the cards are coming. That's all I can say.
That's good. Yeah. I wish I had ordered more now.
Yeah, I wish I had ordered some. I wasn't able to at the time.
You don't have any extras?
He might have extras, and he might sell some extras on his Gear Websites channel. Yeah. So if he does, check out gearwebsites.com.
Yeah.
Help G-Webs pay for the server fees to keep gun channels and Gear Websites online.
Yep.
That's what that store is for.
To help bring new products to you.
Yeah. And while we're still on air, my hour's about up, is I need if you don't have to watch my videos, but subscribe. I need to get my numbers up.
No. If you're watching this right now or if you're watching this later, you better be subscribed to Rick's channel. You better comment on his videos, and you better subscribe.
Word.
Like, comment, and subscribe his videos. God damn it.
Yeah, because I've been stuck. To be honest with you, I've only got 36 subscribers, and I've been stuck on 36 for about a month now. I was getting 2 or 3 a week, and I was getting quite happy. Now I'm stuck on 36 for a month.
36 of the month? I've been stuck on 400 something for the last couple months.
I'm just trying to get to 69 and stop.
Well, John, there's always going to be that one asshole that finds it funny that you have 69 subscribers and subscribes so you have 70.
Oh, son of a...
There'll be that one guy.
Yeah, and his name's Rick.
Or Night Strike.
Yeah. Anyway, gentlemen, I thank you for joining me. And I thank
you for having us.
Yep.
And I thank you for all the people who are out there listening. I know there's more listening than typing. Is there anything you want to plug while we're still live here?
Yes. Don't miss. Hit or miss. Tuesday nights, 9 o'clock.
There you go. John. The John Z Project, how's that coming along?
It is what it is.
He's still in New York, so I'm saying not well.
Yeah. How's the computer? Still have computer problems?
Oh, yeah. I'll get a new one eventually.
Yeah, I know. All right. So, thanks for listening, guys. I really do appreciate it. I know sometimes we talk a bunch of crap, and other times we talk some good stuff. But that's what it's all about. Rick's life as I see it. So, thanks, guys. See you next Saturday.
Take it easy.
Later. Bye, Felicia.
Come on. Where's my thing?